Hello cherubs, welcome to Bradshaw's Guides. I'm just outside the village of Clayton in East Sussex today, just north of Brighton, parked next to the Jack and Jill windmills, which you can see one peeking over the bush just there. It's an extremely blowy day up here. I'm going to go and look at the CHATTRI. Come with me. There's a windmill. That's the Jill windmill apparently. There's the Jack windmill, and next to it some very modern architecture which seems somewhat incongruous betwixt those two windmills. Looking rather forlorn without his sails. Let's keep going. Let's get to the CHATTRI Memorial. One thing I've noticed 5 minutes into this walk is that people don't say hello to you. It's something about East Sussex that makes people not very friendly. But there is free parking by the Jill windmill, which is a good place to start according to the research I've done. I love the smell of horse shit in the afternoon. It smells like partly digested grass and hay. Nice day for a game of golf. Hello swallows or swifts. Hello butterfly. Hello sheep. Hello horse poo. Excellent. I thought I was heading in the right direction, and that says CHATTRI War Memorial, 1.5 miles. There's so many horses around here. I feel like Gulliver in Gulliver's Travels when he comes across the Hwynen, I think they're called. This is the part where I speed it up and add some of my music. I am elated because 2 people just said hello to me. Just goes to show that the people in East Sussex aren't as unfriendly as I first thought. They also had what looked like a dingo with them. I tried to get it on film, but the owner was standing nearby and I thought it might look a bit weird if I started videoing their dog. Well, sorry, not dog, dingo. I just put my coat on the side of my bag and it fell off. And it seems to have blown miles away. Oh, sorry, my suit jacket. God, I noticed this is worth about £2. Let's keep going. Oh, it's very hilly now. I wish they'd open the gyms again so I could get my stamina up again. Alright, nobody panic either. My suit jacket is in my bag now instead of draped over the side, so it's not going to fall again. So there's no need for alarm. I've reached the peak of this hill. I can't see the CHATTRI yet, but I'm hoping it's not far, because I'm going to pass out in a minute. The world's most pointless sign, which just tells you that there's a public bridle way that way, there's a public bridle way that way, and there's a public bridle way that way, like we couldn't see with our own eyes. CHATTRI, I'm coming. Oh, I can't have a breather. It's not where I thought it was, it's further that way. If I have a heart attack on the way to the CHATTRI, remember me as the man that had a heart attack on the way to the CHATTRI. More music. Downsway CHATTRI and the windmills. Yes! Yes! Very contemporary gate latch. I can hear heavy machinery over that hill. I think there's an army tank coming over to shoot me. No, oh thank God for that, it's a tractor. This is literally just a massive lawn. He's just mowing the lawn with a massive lawnmower. Does anybody have any idea what that piece of machinery on the back of that tractor is over there? Let me know in the comments. Yes! I've just found an old metal screw. I'm going to put that back where I found it in case it fell out of someone's pocket. Those people didn't say hello. I did, so there. I don't know where this blessed thing is. I'm going to end up in the bloomin' sea before I find it at this rate. I can see it. There it is. There. Some might think that the Chhattri is a folly, but it's actually a cenotaph honouring the Sikhs and Hindus who died fighting for Britain during the First World War. It is built on the site where Hindu and Sikh soldiers were cremated during the war. Their ashes were then scattered at sea in accordance with their religious tradition. The Chhattri was officially unveiled on February the 21st, 1921, and the Prince of Wales was in attendance. It was designed by the Indian architect E.C. Enrique and overseen by the British architect Sir Samuel Swinton Jacob. The Chhattri is 2.7 metres wide and 8.8 metres high. It's at the top of 4 radiating paths, all planted with hawthorn and heather. Every year on the third Sunday in June, the Patcham branch of the Royal British Legion organise a pilgrimage across the Downs to lay wreaths of poppies, play the last post and say prayers. Members of the Indian Army, the British Army, the police and Air Force always attend, as well as local mourners. And here's a fun fact: Chhattri is the Hindi, Urdu and Punjabi word for umbrella. Well, I've made it to the Chhattri War Memorial and it is really quite stunning. And this looks like a nice spot to eat my sandwiches. Today I've got a bottle of water, a Snickers bar, and I've gone a bit subversive and I've got a chicken fajita triple instead of a sandwich, because Sainsbury's wrap swag has been off the chain recently. I've already eaten one in the car because it was sitting on the passenger seat looking at me. Fajita's gone, now it's time to eat a Snickers because they're good for energy. And remember kids, always take your rubbish with you after you finish your lunch.